Well, pleasant good Monday morning. Let's run over to Premier Cooperative. Well, we'll do it by phone today and talk with our good friend at Premier Cooperative, Doug Kropp. Good morning to you, Premier Doug.
Yeah, good morning, Gail.
Well, good way to start the week. See positive numbers, very lightly traded through the overnight session. A little carry through, but I'm wondering if the traders really think that the production could be a little bit lower than what they estimated it.
Yes, we have some good start to the week here with some green on the screen and some higher markets overnight. Once again, led by the soybeans. We had a long time there where it seemed like we had a broken record of sideways markets to lower markets, and this past 30 days we've seen the other direction. And yeah, I think so. From the USDA report, some of the numbers aren't maybe all in there yet with the late dryness this season, and then is the Iowa numbers all in there as far as the acres that might not get harvested, those types of things. So many in the trade are thinking that the numbers that came out Friday might be a little bit higher than what they'll end up being once we get done with harvest.
Well, this morning sure felt like fall, didn't it? Colder temperatures, lower to mid-50s, pretty heavy dew, and kind of a heavy air. It felt like fall, didn't it?
It sure did, and I think as you go forward through this week, there are some cooler temperatures towards the end of the week again, and some more fall-like temperatures. But for the most part, dry, which should be conducive to start of harvest and get some more ideas of what this yield is out there. I think that could be the next news story, is if there's what the yields are and if there's any harvest pressure as we move forward over the next couple of weeks.
Well, interesting enough, a lot of the first yields will be coming out of some of the areas that was the driest: Nebraska, Iowa, the western Corn Belt that got into the field much earlier than the central and eastern part. But another story that broke through the weekend that I think will be significant for United States, at least the pork producers anyway. Did I hear this right, that China actually banned any pork imports from Germany? And I think that's a $1 billion annually amount coming from Germany to China.
Yeah, definitely. That's been a story that's been talked about here a little bit. There was a case of African swine fever found in German, wild boar, wild hog, so it's not within their commercial plants, but the safety of that and the concern of that, especially with China having all the issues over there and just trying to get back on their feet, they have banned all the pork imports from Germany, and that's a big deal for Germany, and it could be a big deal for the U.S. pork producer as well, because China will need to replenish those supplies from somewhere, so it should be positive to pork imports from other countries.
Yeah, exactly. And, of course, China continues to pick up their pace or continue their pace of buying ag products from the United States, including the corn, trying to meet their Phase 1 agreement anyway. So how long do you think that will go on, Doug, for them to meet that Phase 1 agreement? Will it be after the first of the year?
Well, I think so. I think we have a really good export program, obviously robust here, and the soybeans leading us to contract highs in the bean prices. They're all above $10 on the board now on the nearby. So that's I think that'll continue to be until we get into the South American crop. So we'll see how they do. They're going to be planting here now and expect to plant a big crop. But the demand from China should continue to be U.S., at least until their new crop comes available, which won't be until February, March or sometime. So at least through January, I think we'll still have a robust program.
Well, there's one thing that we can say. We haven't been able to say this very, very much. In the bean pit, we got 10s showing. Let's take a look at those numbers. Doug Kropp from Premier Cooperative. Doug?
Okay. December corn right now is at $3.70 1/4, up a penny and 3/4. March 21 corn is up a penny and 1/4 at $3.79 1/2. New crop 21 corn is up a half at $3.90 1/4. In the soybeans, November, we're trading at $10.75. January beans is $10.04, and March beans are up 6 at $10.02. Looking at the new crop 21 beans, that's up 4 3/4 at $9.56 1/4. In the wheat, we're up a half a cent in December at $5.42 1/2. New crop July 21 wheat is up a penny at $5.58. had to get a little question on there, just trying to figure out how to say $10. It's kind of nice to be able to have to say that.
Well, I hope that you can learn how to have to say 12. That would be just fine. Doug Kropp from Premier Cooperative each and every morning looking at the overnight markets and forward to the day trade. And Doug can be reached throughout those corporate trade day hours. The number 217-355-3369. Or you can always go to their website, premiercooperative.net. Thank you, Premier Doug. Have a Premier Monday.
Thank you. You do the same.